Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and also quick unbox this nice looking tablet. It is a 10.1 inch Android tablet which is done by a company called Vankyo. It is modeled Matrixpad S10, and I want to mention that this is an upgrade to Z4 from the same company. It is a huge upgrade. So let's see what it will bring on a table for us. Except that you can see that the actual tablet looks really nice, and also the packaging is not that bad. Before we go next, I do not want to forget, make sure you click the subscribe button. And make sure you share this with your friends and family and click the notification icon and select all in order for you to get notified once we have a new video out. On top of that, if you have a question, drop them at the bottom of the video. We'll have to help you out ASAP. And click the like button. It really motivates us to make these type of videos quickly for you. You can see that the box is really nicely designed. It is just orange, and in the front you have a huge picture of the actual tablet, and in the back it has a lot of information about it. And once we cut the back and we take everything out, here are all the components that are part of this. So there is a small user manual which you have to open, and once you open it you will be able to see that it shows how you're going to be able to charge it, what button to press to turn on, and how you're going to be able to unlock the screen. Now going in the back, it also have one more step that will tell you exactly what we're going to show in this video, and we go all the way in the back. You have for you to contact if you need help in different places around the world. Now there is a user manual that everybody's asking for these days. It is very thick, you can see it, and it does indicate this is for Matrixpad S10. And once you open it, the index part of it talks about English, Dutch, French, Italiano, Spanish, and also a word in Chinese. Now if we go in the back part of it, you have a bunch of QR codes, so you can go to their website. You can also follow them on Facebook, and if you need some help or how-to videos, you can go to their YouTube page. You can also see that same support emails for all around the world are written right here, so make sure you don't misplace this. This is going to help you out a lot. Now it also comes with a little charging wire. I really like this. This is not that long, but it is USB 2.0 to a USB Type-C. So that means as you can charge your tablets a lot faster, and this will be very helpful. So here is the powers adapter, and this is 5 volt 2 amps. It has some writings on one side, but except that there's no marking around it. It does take the USB 2.0, and this side will go to electricity connection in Canada and United States. Now here's the best part, is the actual tablet. It's sitting inside of a nice plastic. It has a lot of information written starting from attention, and it gives you some little help and then goes to different languages. Now that's not what we are here for. Now this is just a little sticker on the top that you can take off, but going all the way around it looks really slick, and looking in the back it also looks very slick. I really like these little parts as they have their logo nicely in the back, and then in the bottom it says their company name, and also have some little information in the back for the model name and more of what type of charge it takes. So this we are not going to misplace or use the wrong version of the power to this, but it has everything written right here, which is really cool. And again, with the reflection it looks very nice and bright. Same thing with their logo. And then you have the camera. So we will test everything one by one, and then we will show you. You can see on one side, on the top part of it, there is nothing there, but once you go towards the bottom you will have little cuts for the speaker, and then going on the other side of it they have more cuts for the speaker itself. Going in the bottom section of it, there's nothing there, but it just have a headset jack on one corner of it. And then going on the other side of it, you have the power button, and then you have the volume up and volume down. And you go in a little bit on the top right hand side of it, you will find the SD card slot, which can read up to 64 gigabyte, and then the power connection, which is USB Type-C, and that's about it. Alright, so once it boots in, this is what you're going to see. So you need to set it up. So just click on start and go next to set it up. Now this part will take roughly about 5 to 6 minutes, so give it some time and don't rush in. Make sure everything is done properly. Alright, so the first thing we're going to go to is going to be AID64. Once the AID64 comes up, alright, first thing you can see that the name says N-card, the model number is Vankyo S10, and the board name is Vankyo. Now going down, the hardware is there too, the product information is there too, so the product ID is S10, and the RAM on this is only 2 GB. Now going down, the memory itself is 32 GB, and you can see how much has been used, and the Bluetooth on this is 4+, which is a really cool thing. Now under CPU, you will be able to see that it is running the Spreadrum SC7731E, which is a really cool SoC. That means is the actual CPU on this. It is ARM Cortex A7, which is running on 1300 MHz, but the manufacturer process is running on the 28nm, and also the 32-bit is set up on this since it is only 2 GB. Now looking down a little bit of it on the CPU range, it is between 768 to 1300 MHz, and it is quad-core processor, and you can see all the cores right there and the ones that are running and what numbers they're running on, and it is running perfectly. It's not that much of fluctuations to it. Now going under cache itself, there you go, there's the cache. The governor on this is interactive. Now display, it is saying that it is running on about 1200 by 800, and the screen size is there too, so it gives you all the information, and the pixel density is running on 150 dpi, which is not that bad. So that means it's not going to make your eyes sleepy, or you're not going to get tired that fast. Now the GPU on this is running on Mali T820, which is dual core again, but it is running on 60 Hz. So that's the best part. And the OpenGL on this is on 3.2, which is really up to date. Now under network, this is running only BGN, which is Wi-Fi only, but you can see that it is connected properly. And once we go to speed test, you will see the differences. Now battery on this is running about a day, and you can see that the battery is on about 82%, so it's really good, by the way. And you can see the capacity is right in the bottom, which is 6000 milliamps, which is very big for something like this tablet itself. And the temperature is really low, so it is really good. But when we get to sensors, we will check that too. Now under Android itself, it is running Android 9 Pie, which is really good. The API level is 28, which is really normal, really good. Fingerprint is there too. Now going down, everything is there that you're looking for. Now going under device itself is where you're going to be able to see the rear camera, which this one will show properly. So you can see that it is 8 megapixels, but when you do in the video resolution, it is only going on 720p, which is getting it roughly about a megabyte. Now going on a front camera itself, you can see that it is only 2 megapixel camera to get your picture, and the video itself is 720p. I have to mention that don't use this for the front camera to do videos. We will show you in a few seconds, but for the back camera, perfect to do video, which is going to be maximum of 720p. Now on the terminal, you can see the battery is on 20 Celsius, which that means is it's really cool. You can do a lot of gamings with this. And the sensor itself is running accurately too. You can see everything there. Another thing that I really like is the actual codecs that are running on this. So you do have the VP8, MPEG-4, H.263, 64, and also VP9. And also MPEG-4s and MPEG-2 is there too, so you can do the coding for you properly. That is the best part. So we will get out of this. Now what I really like is that Disney Plus is compatible directly from Google Play Store. Some of these tablets that I have seen and I played with, something like this is not compatible. But this is really cool that you will be able to install it directly from Google Play Store, and now you will be able to play with your Disney Plus. Now the next thing we want to cover is going to be the speed test. So there you go. Now I have to mention that the speed test on this that we run is only BGN. So that means is your internet download would not go over 100 megabit download. So you can see the first time that we tried, we are connected under the 5G network, and I'm only getting 11 megabit download, and 26 is the upload, which means is our maximum upload is 32. Now when we did it for the second time, there you go, we got 11.3 and we got 28 again for the second time. Now, we didn't let it go there. We have another router that already set up, and this is a mesh network. So that means it is only going to give me 2.4 or it's going to give me 5G network. Just to make sure that to see exactly how much we're going to get as in a speed, I tried to run that too. I went up a little bit, so I went to 17.8. And for the last time that we tried, we got 25.1. So it really depends how far you are from your router and also how much speed you will be getting. And you can see that I start exceeding the upload speed. So that means that it is working accurately. So if you want to watch anything on your Disney Plus, or you want to go to Netflix, or you want to read something from a website, this is not going to really make you fall back and thinking it's not going to work. So it is giving you an accurate, perfect numbers, as you can see it right there. Alright, so the next thing we're going to test is going to be the camera itself. Is not that bad. You can see it that everything looks accurate. So if I have to zoom in, it zooms in properly. There you go, that's the maximum zoom. Or if you want to zoom out, it looks perfect too. But that's the maximum that you can do. And also you can make it so it can go up and down a little bit in order for you to take a picture. So I'm just going to put the light on top of it to see exactly what type of colors I am going to get. And there you go. So now I'm going to take a picture and then we're going to show it on the screen for you. And yes, it makes a little noise when you're taking picture. So that's not the only thing. If you put your finger from here to the side and you want to change it to a video camera, you can exactly do the same thing, so it can zoom in and it looks a little bit golden, but when you're trying to take a film, there you go, now start filming and you can see that on what type of size. You should see it on the screen and I'm going to show you exactly how that is. And when I move it up and down, there is a little delay to it, but it's not that bad. Again, this is 720p and when I move my hand around, it looks really cool. Alright, so we will stop. There you go, and that's how that looks. Now if you want to take a picture from the front, it will look horrible. Not look that good, so I'm not going to show you that. But again, this looks beautiful when you want to do some video capturing or you want to do some picturing. Now playing games with this is a little bit choppy. The actual firmware or the software do require some touches and some updates. I tried to update it, but that was it. And you can see that the gyroscope is not really doing that much of work for me. It is not really helping me out in order for me to turn that much. But again, it is a little effective. So it looks like the ROM do need to work. The SDK needs some work, but it's not that bad. That the actual games do lack a very, very little minimum parts. Since it comes with 2 GB of RAM, it's understandable that it will be a little choppy, but they can fix the firmware so that way that choppiness can go away and it should become very nice and mushed up. So as you can see, it is not working with the actual gaming control, so I have to use the actual device. And now the gyroscope starts picking up. It is not that effective as I wanted it, except that it plays the games accurately, but when you want to go to gyroscope, it lacks when you are trying to play with it. So the games are very limited on which one will be playing good and which one will freeze and then play. So this was our take on Vankyo's Matrixpad S10. All the links will be available where you can order it from. Except that, I hope you guys like our video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment and the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is xetex.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram and other social networking places, and thank you.